everybody! Once again, if you are watching this video, then I am assuming that you have survived all 17 parts of this tutorial. This was kind of long. I only had 15-minute intervals to use. But anyway, let's just jump right into it. Congratulations! Yeah! Alright, before we continue, don't forget to like and subscribe. And let's get into it. So this one, we've already finished our picture. So we are going to make a Splatoon background for our Splatoon picture. Makes sense, right? Alright, so here we go. For the background today, you can do it however you want. You don't have to do it the way I'm gonna do it, but you can have it all on here if you can have it on here if you like. But for my background, I'm going to create a frame, or I guess layer, sorry. I'm going to create another layer because then you don't have to worry about accidentally like messing up your drawing. I would legit cry if something bad happened to that. So I'm going to call this layer Splatoon, because this is already called background. Don't ask me why, I literally have no idea. But now, if you turn this, you would say, when I put my cursor over this, it says visible. If you click that, then it turns invisible. And yeah, same thing with this, except we have nothing on it, so it doesn't really matter right now. So it's not going to be anything complicated, but first, we're going to take the same steps that we did with the Splatoon character here. Oh, by the way, I do have, I do have the the Kalimari Incantation remix playing in the background because of this special celebration. Alright, so for right now we are going to outline the background. Okay, so obviously you want to make sure that she's standing on the background, and make sure you do not start your background at this foot, because this foot is actually front further than this foot. So you actually want to start your background here, because that defines it a lot. That defines it a lot better. And with backgrounds, they're also kind of tricky. But don't you worry, because I'm going to be right here the whole way. And you don't have to do your background like this, but it's just a recommendation for if you're just want to make like a quick cartoon or anything. My background's not going to be 100% level because the shoe is, it's supposed to be like that, but the shoe is not 100% level. So now it looks like she's standing on the ground. But it's important to take off this character. I'm going to actually name this so it's easier to keep track of. I'm going to call this Agent 3. And I still only have 15 minutes I can use, so I might cut out some parts still. But anyway, so I'm going to take off my Agent 3 layer for right now, and you can see I have a whole mess right here, which is open spots and pixel art. That is not what you want, especially. So here's what I'm going to do. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Make sure that you click on the layer you want, or else whatever you do will appear on the top layer, and that is actually not what you want. Trust me. So I suppose I could have done this too with the other layer, but So I know that looks a little uneven there, and when I put my Agent 3 layer back on, you're gonna say, oh well, wait, it's going through her foot. Well, that's because this layer is actually on top of this layer. So we want to move that layer down, and you see there that then this goes down. This goes under the layer instead of over it. So it looks better. And let us see here. Hope I didn't do this. Alright, that is a lot better than you said there. Alright, that's a good basis. And as you can see, we have no... Oh wait, we actually do have a blank line here. Sorry if you hear my dogs in the background. But anyways, so we got our bases here, and we're gonna have some pretty vibrant colors, because you know, Splatoon, it's got all of those awesome, like, you know, neon-y colors. And so the theme here we have is yellow. So we are going to do a nice neon yellow themed background. So make sure you are on the right layer if you do decide to do layers. Alright, so let's try. You can select her hair color if you want. And then you can make that the ground, you can make it up here. It's all up to what you want to do. Now I'm going to have these at different colors, and I'm going to try something I haven't done before with, excuse me, with layers. At least when they're separated like this. So I'm going to choose a yellow here, and I'm going to do, let's see, what goes well with the yellow? Why not blue? But I'm going to do a light, I'm going to try to do a light blue though. And I'm not sure if this will work, but I'm going to try it anyway. So, oh yeah, here we go. We got a neon color. I guess that line was pretty useless, but that's alright. So, and if you ever want to move where that yellow is at, just move the arrow or change your direction. So if you want more blue, have your arrow up here. If you want more yellow, then have it here. If you want to mix, I would say put it maybe about here, but it is a gradient automatically because it's a gradient tool. So this is gonna be how my thing looks. And I think it looks actually pretty darn awesome. Now, I'm going to also add shadow here because it's a three-dimensional figure. I'm gonna see if I can put a black line over on top of this. So I don't know. I think I'll just add the shadow, and that will be my... Alright, so for the shadow, let's see. You know, it would be really cool if I knew how to make a gradient shadow. But that will be for another time, if I'm able to do that. Once again, sorry for my dogs in the background. They get really excited. For the shadow, I'm actually going to add another layer. And I am going to have that layer on top of, want it to be on top of your background layer, because, alright, so I'm gonna have a different layer. I'm gonna call this my shadow. Oops, I did not spell that right at all. So it's gonna be my shadow. And so now I'm literally just going to make a shadow for her feet and everything. Actually, it's an awful shadow. Hold on. A good shadow, you want it to be about level with her feet. So I would say have your shadow something like this if you can. So that's good. And then from here, oh yes, don't forget, also go along the inside here, because since this is a different layer, if you were to take off the Agent 3 layer, this would actually be an open space, and then that will just mess up your whole thing. Oh. Like I said, let me see. Oh, yeah, I missed. Legit, that one's fixable though. Alright, let's see here. Alright, now that looks good, but for a shadow, it's kind of full. So the nice thing about layers is that you can turn down the opacity. So I can make it however I want. I can make it literally nothing, I can make it a little bit, I can make it full. But for this, it's a shadow. So I want to make it about There. Looks shadowy enough, right? It's kind of a weird question. But, yeah, I'm gonna just add a little more here. Because I think that would look astounding, darlings. Play with the shadow. I just realized my shadow is coming from 2 different directions. No problemo. Luckily, because this is on a different layer, I can just select it and then cut it. No repercussions whatsoever. So now I'm going to continue to make my shadow over here, and don't forget to outline this here so you don't have any open spaces, because you do not want that. And there you have it, everybody. We have officially finished this. And since I'm working on this on pixel art, I'm going to sign it because I like to think that hardly anybody would do this, but in case someone ever tries to steal your content or your drawing, then you can go to the text tool over here and then click on the tool section over here, and you can adjust how big you want the font, what kind of font. You can play around with these. I think in the bottom corner here, I'm going to sign this. My username, which on here, of course, is the art dump. Let's see if this will actually work though. If it doesn't, then we'll see. Oh, well that works. And I'm going to sign this actually on the background layer. I'm going to sign this the art dump slash, okay, well slash doesn't work on here either, but I'm going to sign this the art dump and Ruby Stone, because those are both of my accounts on here. So yeah. Oh yeah. Well, let me see something. I've signed a different way. For some reason it's being difficult, but hold a few seconds. Alright, so actually I'm just going to sign this at the art dump because that's the account I'm going to put on. Since it's acting a little weird, I'm going to... just draw the @ symbol. And then I can then go to my text tool and type in the art dump, because that's where I'm going to be posting this on my profile. I'm done. If anyone wants to see it. But yeah, this is just an example of one of the many backgrounds that you can do. And I'm going to be quiet for a little bit, and I'm just kind of gonna let the music play for a little bit. And yeah, I'm so proud of all of you. Thank you for joining me with this. This has been really fun, and this is my first tutorial series. I have a playlist for any future tutorials I might do. And so yeah, come visit me on pixel art sometime. And if you post on my wall, then I will make sure to... I'm going to end the video here. Alright, bye-bye. Don't forget to like and subscribe.